Hey, this is Raul for Bass Musician Magazine, and we're here at the 2016 Winter NAMM show. I'm here with Kevin from bassbooks.com, and bassbooks.com is the go-to place for your books for bass. Now, that was poetic, and I didn't even mean it to come out that way.
That was pretty good, Raul.
Dang, we've got it on tape. That's a good thing. So, Kevin, tell us more about bassbooks.com.
Bassbooks.com, fortunately, is exactly what it sounds like. We are a bookstore. Basically, we sell music, books, transcriptions, instructional things, all sorts of stuff, including DVDs, but mostly books, all about the bass. And mainly electric bass, but we have a lot of acoustic upright stuff too. So it's basically books for bass players, which you might have deduced from the name.
I have, and I've noticed as I've been looking through things, a huge variety of possibilities. So if you're looking for a specialty book, certain Latin tempos and things, I know that there's sections for that. I don't know, how many books do you have?
Well,
how big is your catalog?
Honestly, we have well over 1,000 individual SKUs in there. Now, about 10% of those are ebooks. They're downloaded as PDFs, which is a nice kind of business that works for a lot of people, but other folks really want to have that piece of paper they can lay in their lap. Of course, everybody just prints out the PDFs as soon as they get them. But
that works too.
But it's over 1,000 individual titles, and honestly, I have to admit, I just took the business over over a year ago from founder Dave Tuckman.
Yes.
And I was a little agog initially at the sheer quantity of titles. I just thought, how do you need this many titles? But honestly, as you say, there is tremendous variety in the field. Books are organized by artist and band, by musical style, by level of proficiency. There are instruction books from absolutely dead beginners to complete experts. So there really is something for everyone in there. And part of what attracted me to Bass Books was the fact that it really is a niche product with no other contenders. There's really nobody else that collects that panoply of bass-specific music and books like bassbooks.com does.
Oh, totally. And I don't want to sound down on the local music store, because I like to go to my local music store too,
Absolutely. And we need them.
Yes.
We need those local music stores.
But I've really been disappointed more often than not when I'm looking for a bass book, because there's not so much for us.
Well,
and this is where we can go.
How many titles can that local store stock at any given moment? And they're going to give the space to guitar books, and that makes perfect sense. So the idea of Bass Books is to try to be a place where bass players know they can come in and find essentially everything on the subject readily available over the internet. You place an order and it's on its way the next morning to you. And we try to make it as easy as possible. There are a lot of titles to wade through, and people need to be prepared to do some searching, do some browsing, spend a little time looking in categories. But I've tried to make it as organized and as user-friendly as possible, but still have that entire spectrum of product available.
Gotcha. And I do know that when new titles come available, we're often getting word from you, and we're kind of helping people know, because there's always new stuff. And there's always new formats. I know that some of the older books, I personally like the books that have CDs, so that I can play along, and there's a whole selection of those.
You're not alone out there.
So it helps, and I know I have books that don't have CDs, and it really, whatever your taste is, it's available there.
Well, and it is a specific category, but there is a fair amount of new stuff coming out on a regular basis. In a way, it's a little surprising, but and that's lifeblood for us. We love to have new stuff coming along. And if I may, I'll take a moment to plug a project, because sometimes we do our own new projects.
There you go.
And I have one in process right now, working with Mike Cornelison, who is going to do a book of transcriptions, which we have modestly titled The 20 Greatest Bass Lines of All Time.
Well, there you go.
And we are asking everybody, the bass community, to tell us what those 20 are. So it's a simple matter of emailing your vote. We're asking for top 10 only, just so we can manage it, but email us to 20greatest@bassbooks.com, your choice of the 10 greatest bass lines, and we're going to collect all of those votes, and Mike is going to transcribe the 20 top vote getters into a very cool new book. So it's a kind of a cool project. We want everybody to participate. let us know what ought to be in that book.
Well, how cool is that? And then you can tell your friends that you were the one that suggested that tune.
Helped create it.
There you go.
helped create the book.
Part of the process.
Exactly.
There you go. Well, that's fabulous. As always, great resource. The music is a work of progress and practice and learning. When you're not learning and you're not in motion, you're dead. So we need to keep moving.
It sounds a little like life.
Very much so. But there has to be resources. We have to draw from somewhere. So this is this is our reference section in the library for us bassists.
We appreciate your loyalty.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much.
the opportunity to spread the word, of course, is always great.
Perfect. You've seen it here, bassbooks.com, bassmusicianmagazine.com, all about the bass, 2016 Winter NAMM show.